Hi guys, so I've been wanting to do a video of how we got pregnant. So here it is. So we weren't planning, low-key wasn't planning, but we were like, you know what, if we do get pregnant, then cool, we get pregnant, right? So I was like, all right, cool. So, I mean, the first 2 months when we got married, we didn't try or anything. But then I was like, okay, you know what, like let's start testing, because I know that it's really hard to get pregnant sometimes, and you just never know unless you go check your fertility and all that stuff. But we just wasn't gonna do that. So I was like, okay, you know, like let's check if I'm able to get pregnant, right? So just so like I know ahead of time, like, okay, it's hard for me, then I need to seek help and try to figure out, you know, how to get pregnant. So I don't know, just nowadays it's just I just seen a lot of videos and a lot of friends and family that it's hard for them to get pregnant. So I just wanted to check. So I bought 100 of like the ovulation strips and pregnancy strips off of Amazon. They were like 16 bucks for like 100. I started tracking on November 30th because that's when I received them. So I knew my period for November ended here. So then I didn't get the strips yet. So then I finally got them. So I started testing. So with ovulation strip, when the line gets dark as the control line, that's how you know you're peaking. So when you're peaking, and that's when the egg is like dropping and you need the sperm to go and get it in there, right? So that's what it means by peaking. So I wasn't peaking here. And then on the 2nd of December, I started to see a darker line. So then I kind of tested like 4 times that day. So I put a little smiley face on this one that I'm peaking here. So that was like in the afternoon. So then we did the deed around early evening. So then that was set there. And then I kind of just took a pregnancy test the next day just to kind of see what a negative pregnancy test would look like. So I'm like, I know. And then after that, I just kind of wanted to keep track of when I like come down from the peak. So I did a couple more tests after that and it was gone. So I was like, all right, cool. So I'm going to start. So I tested again just to make sure it's gone. And I'm like, all right, cool, that's gone. So I basically peaked for a whole day, like more in the afternoon. But I was still ovulating-ish, I think, throughout the day. So I basically can say that I ovulate for a day. I know that it's different for everyone. Some people can peak and ovulate for just like an hour or two, and that's all the gap that they have, and they got to do it then to have a baby, you know? So I know it's hard. I mean, I've just watched a lot of YouTube videos. So I was like, okay, cool. So I tracked it, and I was like, okay, I was ovulating like that whole day. So I was okay. So I just wanted to check if when I don't peak anymore, so I know, because some people can have like 2-day ovulation. I don't know, who knows? Every woman is different. So I basically just had it that day. Then I started doing pregnancy tests. So these are testing for HCG to see if you're pregnant. So all these are negative. And then I continued on to my second piece of paper. So on the 12th, okay, so DPO is days past ovulation. So when you ovulate, so I peaked on the 2nd of December. So you start counting the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and that's DPO. So that's like how long after you peaked till when you were pregnant, okay? So I've seen a lot of videos, and some women do get pregnant, and they see a line around 7, 8, 9 DPO. So that wasn't the case for me. It wasn't until 12. But even at 12, I didn't see it that day. I saw it on 13. And then I looked up the bar and I was like, okay, I actually see it. Like, it's so faint, you guys. You guys can't even see these lines. Like, it's that faint. So 12, I didn't see it until the next day. And I was like, okay, cool. I think I might be pregnant. So I had already bought some like expensive pregnancy tests. So I bought like a bunch of these. So it was, I don't think I did 14. I did 14. Yes, I did. So 14 DPO. So I did it on the 16th of December, and it did come out positive. So I was like, all right, cool. We are pregnant. This is a for sure that we're pregnant. So I told Mick the next day. I did a little mad gap for him. So that was a super fun video. Yeah, and then so I kept tracking the pregnancy just because these are the cheap Amazon ones, but like they're not getting any darker. I mean, yeah, you know, you want to, yeah, like these expensive ones are way more accurate, you know? But to me, I'm like, okay, if you're really pregnant, you'd be pregnant everywhere, you know, on every strip, right? So because they were so light, I just did not like that. So I just kept, doing it every day. And I was just home, so I was kind of bored. So I kind of like to see like how it builds up and how it gradually gets darker. So this was at 13. I did not get dark until like 20. 19 was when and this is with my friends, because I was kind of this stripper. Because I was like, okay, like these ones are so light. Let me try one of yours. So I tried it and it was light too. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, maybe it's just these Amazon tests, right? So it wasn't until I think 19 was a little bit dark, but it wasn't until 20 where I can actually see that it got super dark, kind of like that. And then when I got to 22, I stopped. Okay, so you actually don't have to do that much, but I just wanted to see the progression of the line getting darker. And you never really know, you know, because I watched so many videos, and there was videos where it would get dark and then it would fade, you know, so you never know. So yeah, so I checked that and I was like, cool. And then I went to my first doctor's appointment when I was 5 weeks. I didn't do an ultrasound. She just stuck her finger in there because she was a midwife. So then she's like, all right, you feel about 5 weeks. I'm like, okay. So, yeah, I had that appointment and I didn't go back until this, February 15th. Since December 26th or 27th was my first appointment, I didn't go back till February 15th for my ultrasound. So that was when I was already 12 weeks. When we saw the heartbeat on the 15th, I was like, cool. And baby did a flip. So I was like, all right, baby is legit. So it was exciting. And then we announced the week after, just like last week, I think. Yeah. So it was super fun for us to do that. So I am 14 weeks and 3 days today. I just passed my first trimester. I am very, very thankful, grateful, and blessed that I have had an awesome, blissful pregnancy thus far. I have not had any morning sickness or any crazy symptoms. I was just very, very tired and exhausted. So throughout my first trimester, I basically was in bed most of the time and I didn't feel like doing anything. I could literally just lay in bed all day. So that's basically my first trimester. Going on to my second trimester, I have had a lot more energy. So I'm really excited about that. So I can go back and hit the gym. And I did today because 2-3 days ago, I was feeling good and I was able to wake up and, you know, I wasn't as tired. So I was doing okay. I was still able to run at 7 miles per hour on the treadmill for like a minute. You know, I sprint and like jog for a bit. So I was able to do that without dying. But I remember when I was like, I think 5-6 weeks pregnant, 5 to 6 weeks pregnant, I was literally dying. I felt like my heart was gonna stop. And I wasn't even running, I was just walking. And I was like, oh my gosh, my heart. So yeah, I just did not like the gym at all. So I'm able to go now. I have not had any crazy cravings. I think right now I am just totally feeling like cold food. So cold sandwiches, cold salad, cold fruits. I am about to pay $10 for a bowl of cut up fruits because that is how bad I want them. And that's basically all I can eat. I only puke when food doesn't sit well, and that's been a couple of times. So I have not liked cooking. I don't like cutting up raw meat. That's gross to me. I don't know. For some reason, like chicken breast is so gross, but I was eating it before and it was delicious my first trimester, but now I'm like, I can't cut up meat. So whenever we want to cook dinner, I tell Mick to cut the meat and I'll like cut the veggies. Sometimes I just cook for Mick and then he eats that and I make something else for me. Yeah, so that's me, the second trimester. Yeah, so that is our pregnancy, how we got pregnant, and how I got pregnant. So yeah, as of now, we're just chilling. I'm just chilling. And yeah, so we will see when we find out the gender. So I hope we find out the gender on the 22nd. And so we're still trying to figure out how should we do the gender reveal. So if you guys have any cool ideas, let us know. Any cool, fun ideas. It's always so fun to do like these cool gender reveals, right? So let us know if you guys have any ideas that we can do. I've been YouTubing a lot of stuff, so yeah, let us know. Okay, bye.